Hello and welcome. I like making guides in this game. I like helping people learn how to do skilling methods more efficiently or just more laid back, right? Easier to do long term. But for me, I also really enjoy progressing accounts. And I sort of have a problem with just creating new accounts, but that's a different story. And the account I'm focusing on right now is my level 3 skiller, and I've had a lot of fun with it. It is decently progressed, it's nothing crazy, um, but I have quite a few goals that I wanted to share with you while I mine this star, excuse me, and just kind of looking forward to what is going to be in store for this account for the next few weeks, few months. There are some overarching goals, but those are not the focus right now. So the main few goals that I have right now is I'd like to get one or a couple of 99s, specifically 99 mining because I really like this skill and the cape looks wonderful. 99 agility because again the cape looks great and it's kind of a flex which feels good. Um, Maybe 99 crafting. I know it's 95, but I really honestly I hate crafting. It's so boring and not fast enough like for how boring it is, but that's okay. So I might finish crafting sometime, but honestly, if I'm going to be bored and training a fast skill, I'm going to train construction. 99 construction is also really up there. And then farming. Farming is about 6 weeks away from the way I've calced it. I have been doing daily tree runs, and there's so many patches now that it's pretty cheap. I've been doing Magics, Palms, Calquats, Celestris, Redwoods, and Ironwoods. And the Ironwoods are great because they're the same price as Mahoganies. They're basically free to protect, and they're 20,000 XP. So with four patches, I don't have the sailing patch, but with four patches, that's 80,000 XP every 3 days, I think. It's crazy, and it's like basically free. It's so good. So 99 farming in about 6 weeks. I'd like to have another 99 around the same time. So like I said, it'll probably be mining or construction. And construction, I wanted to crank out construction in like a weekend, but uh, that just didn't happen. I really struggled to stay focused on the skill for longer than like an hour. I've done 99 construction twice on two accounts, and it on the main I did. So I have a maxed main, and on the main I did mahogany tables, and it wasn't too bad, but that was before the quality of life plugins. So like that was like right clicking build and pressing 1 and 6, and it was just it was horrible. But it was fast. And then I cut 99 construction on an Ultimate Iron Man doing Prif Teaks. So I would cut an inventory of teaks plus a log basket, make the planks at the sawmill right next door, and then I would go do like 3 or 4 contracts and then go back. And I did that for 2 or 3 months, and I got a 99 construction. And honestly, it wasn't that bad. It was long, right? It was slow, but the method was very chill. It was one of my favorite UIM methods. And then I really would like to get into Hunter. Hunter is one of my favorite skills as well, but I don't. It's kind of a flaw at this point, but I sort of refuse to do Hunter pre 80, and I just do birdhouses. So this is all birdhouses. I'm almost 76, and I'd like to get to 80 before I really train the skill. If I get close, like 78, 79, then I might break and go do like some black salamanders or something. Um, just to get that 80, because herbivore is really huge on a level 3 because you can get the fossils for up to 120,000 Slayer XP. One of the overarching goals I was talking about, which is not necessarily a direct goal, is getting 55 Slayer because that allows you to wear the Slayer staff, and I've always thought that looks sick on a level 3, and because 55 Slayer is pretty substantial. But these days, like with herbivore or like fossils in general, and then now the sailing update with all of the XP lamps that you can get from salvaging, 55 Slayer is very reasonable, but it is a more long-term goal. It's not exactly a direct goal. And then just some smaller goals. I'd like to get one more thieving level and then go get a Xerix talisman. It's just not that useful right now. Um, I thought I had to get smithing up for sailing, but I don't. I started sailing yesterday. It's really the first account that I've done sailing on. Otherwise, my other accounts I'm doing Tears of Guthix just to kind of skip the early levels, and it really wasn't that bad yesterday. I mean, I enjoyed it, but like the XP rates weren't that bad. I guess is my point. But it was very enjoyable. It was very chill. I like to use that descriptor for training methods because it wasn't AFK really at all, but it was very chill. Right, I could play on multiple accounts and just sail the seas. It was nice, and I started doing charting. I don't feel like charting today because I just got off work and it was a long day. But um, when I do feel like putting a little more effort into the game, more than just shooting stars, then I will go finish some of the charting. By the way, if you have any tips for charting the seas, I'm trying to get to level 30, ideally 31, so that I can get the Teak Hole and then do the Barracuda trials. And really, I think after that it's going to be well smooth sailing. And so if you have any tips on just kind of boosting that 27 to 31 range, I would really appreciate it, and leave that in the comments. That would help me out a lot. Um, yeah, and don't trade any combats. I don't know. I might just be a one rune crafting pure. If I didn't need or want construction so badly, I would have just left this whole column as ones, and I think that would have looked really clean. Obviously, eventually I would have trained them, but I like the one rune crafting pure right now. I like rune crafting a lot as a skill, but on a level 3, it's a little. It's not great. Guardians of the Rift, in theory, is nice, but with the lack of catalytic altars available to you, even at high levels, it's kind of bad. It's just a pain in the ass. And I have done it before on a different account. Like I said, I have problems making new accounts, but I'm not looking forward to doing that again. But I'll do it eventually. I want the outfit, and then of course everyone loves Blood Rune crafting at Zaya, so I'm looking forward to doing that eventually. So yeah, that's really the skill goals. I've got some Fashionscape goals, and I guess we can go look at the bank real quick and just take a look. I'll leave this star sad. That's okay. I got some clues on the ground. I'm gonna just juggle these because I am doing. I think another passive goal of mine is to get the I don't know what it's called, the big spade or whatever, the equipable spade that you can get from a couple hundred easy clues is what I would like to get eventually. So I don't hunt easy clues, but I do them as I get them. I try to be pretty good about that. So you can kind of ignore the bank value. This is kind of what I'm not that rich, but this is all funded from an alt. So this is not like a self-found account or a from scratch or anything like that. So you'll see this bank value fluctuate. I have 25 mil cash and then 99 construction banked. Um, and then I've got some fletching supplies. This fox is my prized possession. I am tempted to never woodcut again because I got this fox. I got the beaver at like 46 woodcutting, and then on my first fox event at level 60 woodcutting, I got the fox whistle, and talk about just spooned. So now I got 61 because I wanted the infernal axe, but I obviously will woodcut, but it's for now it's just kind of a trophy. If it's nice. It's also part of why I named this account Pet Teddy. All of my accounts are named Teddy, so if you see something Teddy, might be me. There's obviously other Teddys, but I have quite a few Teddy accounts roaming around the game. Right now I've been running an Amethyst alt and a Flipping alt, so that account just stays at the GE, and then the Amethyst alt obviously just stays at Amethyst, and this account does whatever. So I've got my teleports. This is not really a bank video, but just I've got some skilling outfits. Um, I this is kind of I got this idea from some YouTubers, but then also just playing an Iron Man kind of changes the way you view like supplies like this. So this is building up to be what some people have called a dopamine tab. And it's just obviously it's supplies and stuff. It's kind of a skiller's tab, but it also has things like loop halves a key, wilderness agility tickets, frog tokens, unidentified minerals, stardust, I don't have any marks of grace. The eggs are dangerous because they would give me a prayer level, but they'll just stay in the bank forever. And I like these tabs quite a bit. They're just nice to look at. I don't think this is anything special yet, but that's part of why I like funding this account, because ideally I'll just fund everything else and I never have to sell this, or at least until a lot later on. 99 farming is banked, which feels really good. I've got some random stuff. I used to do, if you're looking to save money, like if you're saying, oh, I'm not gonna train farming because it's expensive, what you really should do if you would like to gain some farming XP is papayas and maples, and then obviously like calquats and redwoods, like all the cheap ones that are a little slower. But for your trees and fruit trees, papayas and maples, you will profit about 100,000 gold per run per day. Um, it's pretty fantastic, and it's a solid amount of XP. Like it's not, I would say it's worth your time to do. That's what I was doing until 85 farming, I think, on this account. And then I realized I just wanted 99 farming a lot sooner. So, because it is about half the XP per day as maples, or sorry, as magics and palms. I also do farming contracts. This is another side goal. I don't prioritize these at all, but every day I'll do a cycle of farming contracts. So maybe that's one, or like today it was zero because my herb died, but sometimes it's four. So I just, every time I do an herb run, when I go to the farming guild, I'll go and do a cycle of farming contracts. And so I'm up to, I don't know how many this is. I don't really care to count, but I want to like fill this tab. I have 400, I have like 500 bank spaces available. So I'd like to like fill the bank basically with farming contracts, with seed packs. I think that would be fantastic. I've got some easy clues stacked up. Another thing, I need to move. I need to kind of figure out how I want to organize, because these are some of the things that are also maybe not dopamine, but just things that you collect along the way. I'd like to never sell my valuables or like turn them in for gold. Bone shards I'm obviously never going to use, but with all the skilling that you do in Varlamore, you get up a lot of bone shards. I don't know if I'll get any more Baronite shards, because I'm kind of, I have the hammer, and that's really all I want from there. 420 weeds, because that's amazing. And then just some Fashionscape. Like I said, I don't really want to turn this into a bank video, but I've got some dynamite. This is also something that is a passive, just all the time thing. I try to stay pretty diligent on belladonna seeds or belladonna planting, because, and like I've seen this in the clan chat, there's certain grinds, certain goals that you want, like a skull scepter. I think it took a guy like 1300 poison dynamite. You don't get that just overnight. Even if you camp the caves, scabbard caves, I think they said it's like 200 per hour, 300 per hour max. So it's like hours of just world hopping and making dynamite in the caves. It sounds horrible. So I'm trying hard to just, because I don't even really need it right now, but I'm trying hard to just stay consistent with it and keep up. So I'm at almost 400 right now, and I'll continue to do that. This plus side of that too, is side benefit of that is the pet chance is fantastic on Belladonna. So I I was thinking this the other day. I'm probably going to do farming until I get the pet. I might regret that, but as of now, that's kind of the plan. Obviously, I could get it before 99, but more than likely, I'll have to do post 99 XP. But that is another kind of goal of mine, is, I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you can. Okay, so this is just the star mining plugin. By the way, I've had some friends bring this up. They ask me like, "Hey, can I join the Discord for star miners?" And I say, "Yes, I'll invite you, but you should use the plugin too." And you need both, I believe. You need to like sync the plugin with the Discord, but that's just a one-time thing. And then instead of using the Discord, which just has like the text list, which is great, this has a list. You can sort. I sort by tier, so that's why the tier 8 is up at the top. And then you can just click. You can just double click on the Narda Bank one, and it'll world hop you to 440. And oh god, that's bright. I think that's fantastic. So I really like this plugin. But anyways, um, I call me vain, but I would like to not compete on the high scores. I think that's sort of uh, come and gone. But there are level 3 high scores now. And so I'm rank 3,500. I'd like to be, I mean, the next goal is top 3,000. And then probably top 1,000 is really a big goal of mine. I don't think I'll get any higher than that. I mean, I'll, maybe climb a little more, but I'm not, it's not, I don't even think it's possible to get top page. Not that I really have that in me anyway. But I am kind of looking at ranks a little bit. I would like to have a high rank. It's part of why I liked the UIM as well. My UIM, I think, is also around rank 3,000. And with like double the total level, it's kind of crazy. But um, yeah, so part of that, and one of the issues with climbing ranks on a level 3, and I feel really bad for people who do have like 200 mil all on a level 3, is because that kind of requires you to get 99 Slayer, and that is not fun. It's not fun at all. At least I don't think it's fun. And it's not something I don't think I will ever do. Maybe unless I get to that point where it's like, okay, I could get, 200 ranks if I go get 99 Slayer. Then maybe. But that's years away, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, the ranks are nice. I got one Chambers KC the other day. I do have the easy combat achievements done. Shout out to Vengeance CC. They carried me through a Chambers, and it was really nice. And then this is Temporos, but that was a big XP lamp that I put on Slayer, and it also gets you more easy clues, so it's really nice for a level 3. And yeah, like I said, I don't want to just go through the whole bank, but those are some of my goals right now. I want to keep these videos sort of laid back, just kind of me talking a little bit, keeping you updated on things. I don't know exactly how I'm going to structure these progress videos. I really don't think it's going to be like, oh, like there's 93 mining, there's 94 mining, there's 84 fletching. I don't, not that I don't like those videos. I love those videos. I watch them all the time. But they're sort of kind of not overdone, but there's so many of them on YouTube. And I think taking a slightly different approach can be just a breath of fresh air, I guess. Um, my goal, so this is not related to RuneScape, but my goal for videos is consistency. Like I said, I like making guides, and I also want to make consistent videos, so I can't really make a guide all the time. I'm not going to make a guide just for no reason, right? It's usually a method that I've been training, and it's something that I like or something that I notice doesn't really exist on YouTube in its current state because of updates. But I would like to make consistent videos. That's part of why I don't ask people to subscribe to this channel. Obviously, if you want to subscribe, I appreciate it. I do. But I'm not really at that point, right? It's almost something that I don't feel like I've earned, where if I upload 10 videos in 3 months, then maybe I'll start saying at the end of the video, hey, please, subscribe. Right now, I would ask for likes if you've watched it this far, um, and just share it with your friends if you want, right? So you can promote the video, but I'm not making any promises, basically. I'm not a consistent YouTuber. I have a full-time job that I love, and I don't play this game for a job. So if you're looking for a full-time gamer, that's not me. But I do want to, that's a goal of mine, is to have just consistent videos. Progress videos are a good way to do that. I might switch it up sometimes. I don't think I have it in me to like run like 2 series at a time where it's like, oh, this is the main, this is the skiller. I do want to remax the main. I haven't done sailing yet, so that might be part of these videos where it's like, hey, like here's the main, getting the salvage station or getting to 87 for the I forget what the salvage at 87 is called, but just some milestones there because I do want to get 99 sailing on that account and this account. All right. I'm just rambling now. I hope you enjoyed this type of video. If you did enjoy this type of video, this style, please let me know. I'm kind of shooting in the dark here. I'm just doing something that I think I would like to listen to. Um, and if you have ideas on what you would like to see in these progress videos, I'm all ears. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you liked it and watched this far, I would appreciate a like. If you want to subscribe, that's great too, but I'm not asking for it. I'll ask in a couple months if I've uploaded a bunch of videos. All right? Have a good day. Thank you for watching.